Friends, this is 14th module of structure, union and user defined functions. As we know that, we have seen different types of data types. As you know that, structures, arrays, pointers, union and enumeration are the secondary data types. Let us see difference between these different data types. In previous module, we have already seen difference of arrays and structures. Let us summarize these different data types. Arrays are the data types used for storing similar data type, whereas structures used for storing different data types. Let us see one of the example to elaborate what is structure or how structures are defined. Let us create an example for student database. Suppose you want to create student database. In student database, you need to store different information of the student like his name, roll number, address, email ID, mobile number and so on. If you look at this database, you will find various data types like mobile number comes under integer, email ID comes under character, his address again comes under character, percentage of marks comes under real data type. So, for this kind of information we refer structures. It means in structure you will find one name and various field names. Like one name means student name and various fields are like address, mobile number, email and so on. Let us see next type of data type, that is union. Union and structures are almost similar. Then what is the difference between union and structure? Union uses same memory location with his different members, whereas structure uses different memory locations. Like here I have given example of student database, mobile number, email, address, roll number etc. They take different memory addresses. If you use union to create student database, you are going to use same memory location for different members. This way we can discriminate unions and structures. Defining unions and structures are almost similar. We are going to use different keywords for defining structures and unions. For union we use keyword union, whereas structure uses keyword structure. Let us see different functions. You know there are two types of functions available in C language. First type of function is user defined function and second one is library function. Before that we will see what is meant by function. Function means group of instructions, group of commands written for particular task. So you get a group of instructions under one function. Let us take example of any C program. Whatever program you are considering, in that you will find so many instructions, and these instructions nothing but a function. Now already I said there are two types of functions, user defined function and library function. User defined functions are the functions written at the time of program writing, whereas library functions are already written by developer of C programming, and these functions are available in library. If you want to use library function, one has to include particular files in header section. So particular header file has particular set of functions. Friends, this module will highlight information about structures, unions and different types of functions. Learning objectives of this module: overview of the structure, to study pointer to structure, to study pointer to union, and to learn basics of user defined functions. Overview of this module includes introduction to pointer to structure, how to access structure members, pointers within structure, pointers to union, syntax declaration of pointer to union, example programs for pointer to union, user defined function, and summary. Introduction to pointer to structure. We have studied about structures in module number 7 named as structures in C, in which we have seen introduction to structure, defining of structure, declaration of structure, initialization of structure, assessing structure members, various programs, and uses of structures. We can say structure is the collection of variables of different types under single name for better handling. Similarly, structure is another user defined data type available in C that allows combining data items for different kinds. Each element in a C structure is called as member. Basically, structure is used to store complicated data. Let us see the images of structures. On the screen, you can see there are 4 different images shown. In this, you can understand the basic concept of structures. In this, you can see there is circle, triangle, square, and rectangle. In rectangle structure, you will find various fields, and these fields are labeled as A, B, C, D, E, F. You can see the shapes shown for A to F are different. It means there are different data types under one structure name. Similarly, in circular image, you will find 4 different fields. In these 4 fields, you will find hexagon, then there is one emoji, there is circle, half circle, so on. Intention showing these different images means there are different data under one structure name. Similarly, in triangle image, you will find different shapes. It means there are different data types. Similarly, for personal information, you will find workload, duties, salary, etc. under square image. It means there is single name for structure and multiple field names, or you can say multiple members. Defining of structure. Structures are defined in C program using keyword struct. Hence, struct statement is used to define a structure in C program. Structure defines a new data type with more than one member. The format of structure statement is shown on the screen, like struct structure name, open bracket, data type member 1, data type member 2, data type member n. In this, you will find single structure name and multiple members like member 1, 2 up to member n. Pointer to structure. C structure can be accessed in 2 different ways in C language. First way, using normal structure variable, and second, using pointer variable. Dot operator is used to access data using normal structure variable, and arrow is used to access the data using pointer variable. It means we can use dot operator and arrow for assessing the structures. Actually, we have learned how to access structure data using normal variable is structure module. This figure shows concept of pointer to structure. In this slide, you can see there are various fields like name, roll number, marks written under structure. Here you can see structure name is Kaustubh. There are different members like name, roll number, marks. Name, roll number, marks stored in different memory locations like 170 memory location for name, 180 memory location for roll number, 184 memory location for marks. In this example, we have considered roll number 190 and name Kaustubh. These informations are stored using pointer. The memory location of pointer here is 2001, where one will find all information stored using structure. Address of pointer variable is obtained by using ampersand operator. Address of such structure is assigned to the pointer variable. Pointer variable which stores the address of structure must be declared as pointer to structure. Pointer to structure declaration. Here we have given a syntax for declaration of pointer to structure. You can see struct is the keyword used for defining structure. So we are creating student database. So structure name is student database. Under this we are using different members like name, roll number, marks, etc. So your name string size is 10, roll number is in integer form, marks are also in integer form. After this we are using student1 colon struct student database star ptr, ptr equal to ampersand student1. It means we can store student information using pointer along with structure. Assessing structure members. As we have seen in audio and video that structure members can be assessed in different ways. One of the way is using structure name. You can see on this slide assessing id colon employee1 dot id, assessing name employee dot name. Here we uses dot operator to access members of the structure. The another way of assessing structure members using indirection operator and pointer. Assessing roll number colon star pointer dot roll, assessing name colon star pointer dot name. Pointer variable is declared in pointer to structure. Whenever we declare pointer variable, address of structure variable is assigned to the pointer variable. Let us see sample program on assessing structure members. So this is second way, means using indirection operator and pointer. You can see the program. In this program we have created a structure of student. Structure name is student detail. Under this we are using various members like name, roll number and marks. After this we are creating for student. Student 1 is Kaustubh, his roll number is 1 and marks are 80. struct student detail star pointer, then pointer equal to ampersand student 1. It means we have stored first student information using pointer and ptr equal to ampersand student 1. So, there is particular memory location considered under pointer. Printf roll number colon %d comma star ptr dot roll number. The next line printf marks of student comma star pointer dot marks and return 0. It means we want to print the information of the student like roll number and marks of the student using structure and pointer. You can see on output window roll number shown is 1 and marks of the student 80. Let us see third way of assessing structure members. In this we are using arrow for assessing structure members. Role, assessing name, pointer, arrow, name. Here we are using arrow for assessing structure members. This is the example of third way for assessing structure members using arrow. You can see struct is keyword for structure, student is structure name, and there are various fields like name, role, marks. Here we are creating database of one of the student 1 equal to Kaustubh comma 1 comma 80. Here student name is Kaustubh, roll number is 1 and his marks are 80. We can see we are using ptr equal to ampersand student 1. It means we are using pointer for storing his information. Printf roll number colon ptr it means we are using arrow for pointer within structure. Pointer variable as member. Pointers are used to store the address of memory location. They can also be dereferenced pointer within structure. Struct sample in bracket you can see integer star pointer, character star name and struct 1. Struct 1 is structure variable which is used to access the structure member. Struct 1 dot ptr and num struct 1 dot name equal to Kaustubh. Here num is any variable but its address pointer. Similarly, starting address of whenever we need to print the content of variable you can see the sample code printf content of num name comma struct dot name. Union is a derived data type or you can say data type. Union in analog. The only difference between them is the storage. All the members shares a common memory location, whereas in structure location. We have also studied basics of union in previous to access members of union. As we know that pointer capable of storing address of variable. Now we will learn about pointer to union, that is pointer which is capable of storing the address of an union in C programming. Pointer union. Pointer to union. Let us see the syntax of pointer to union. Step 1, we have declared a variable of type union. Step 2, initialized pointer is of no use. Union team star SPTR. SPTR this is example program for in this program. SPTR is pointer to union. These operators are used to access data members of structure by using unions pointer. You can see here there are different members. Union name is Tim, character star name, integer members. So these are the members of union. You can see character captain is also member. Union team equal to ampersand T1. T1 dot name. Different operator. Roll number is in integer form. Marks are also in integer form. After this, we are using student1 colon struct student database star ptr equal to ampersand student1. It means we can store student information using pointer along with structure. Accessing structure members. In order to access the members of union using pointer, we can use given syntaxes or code. First code star star SPTR dot name used for accessing name and functions. Let us see different types of functions. As you know that functions are of two types, predefined function and user defined function. Predefined functions are also called as library functions. As you know that function is a block of code that performs a particular task. Functions are of two types. First, predefined function or library function. Library functions are those functions which are defined by C library. Examples of library functions are printf, scanf, strcat, etc. You just need to include appropriate header file to use these functions. These are already declared and defined in C libraries. These functions which are student. Usability and for saving time and space. The type of function also depends upon and whether called function returns a value to calling function. You can see calling function passes argument sometimes returns value to calling function. There are number of back calling function. In this picture, there are other automatic. Man is calling function and dog and function 2 is called function, where transfer to the called function. A called function performs a particular role when its function ending closing brace while where this is the program where you can see the linking of calling function and called function. Under main function there are input of words for function 1 and function 2. Function 1 is called function. Similarly, function 2 means calling function arrow and so first arrow indicates value to function 1 or main. Main function. Let us see example program for calling function. You can see in the program we are considering 3 different variables. Variety of values. We are entering 2 numbers like a and b, and we want to write user defined function for addition of these 2 numbers. Therefore, we are using c equal to add in bracket a comma b. Here a comma b or a and b are the arguments of the function. Now, we pass these arguments to called function. You can see in called function we have written integer add integer num1 integer num2. It means we are passing argument from calling function to the called function, and in called function we perform tasks like number 3 equal to number 1 plus number 2 and we return value number 3. It means this is the program of calling function passes argument to called function and called function returns value to calling function. If you look at output of this program, we have entered 2 numbers 12, 12. Addition of these 2 numbers are 24. In called function we perform addition and result, that is 24, is sent back to the calling function and answer is 24. Let us elaborate example of calling function and called function. Let us take simple example of some company. In company various peoples are working, right from director body to the worker. In a company you will find manager, supervisor, different workers, accountant, directors and so on. Each one has particular job in a company. Suppose some manager want to accomplish particular work, then what he does, he calls particular worker, and when team of worker comes, they complete particular work and then go. In this case, manager is a calling function and team of workers are called function. Sometimes instead of calling worker, manager may call a supervisor. And he calls supervisor, supervisor calls different worker team. In this case, supervisor and manager, they are calling function, and called functions are worker team. Sometimes your manager is called function and your managing committee or director body, they are calling function. Here I am trying to give example. In flow chart, you can see there is a manager, there are two supervisors, and under these two supervisors there are different worker team. Under supervisor 1, there are two worker team 1, worker team 2. Under supervisor 2, there are two more teams like worker team 3, worker team 4. For supervisor, worker 1 to worker 4 team behaves as called function. Supervisor 1, supervisor 2 are calling function. For manager to supervisor, supervisors are called function and manager is calling function. As you know that the functions are of different types. Calling function and called function sometimes passes argument, sometimes passes return value. You know there are 5 different types of functions. Calling function with argument or without argument. Called function with return value or without return value. It means calling function with no argument, called function no return value. Second type, calling function with argument, called function no return value. Third, calling function with argument, called function with return value, calling function with argument, called function with multiple return values or return numbers. So these are the different types of functions which we have already seen in before slide. Types of function. Function with no argument and no return value. You can see in this picture there are two images. First is emoji and second is dog. So first emoji is not talking to the dog, so this is function with no argument and there is no response from the dog. You can see in this example calling function is emoji and called function is a dog. In this, calling function passes argument to the called function, but your called function is not responding anything, so it doesn't give any return value, and after that control passes to the calling function. Such functions which do not take any data from calling function in the form of parameters and do not return anything to calling function after execution. Therefore, these functions do not contain any parameter. A pair of empty braces follow the name of function. Function with no argument and return type. You can see in these two pictures, your emoji is not talking anything, still dog is responding. It means function with no argument but has return value from called function. You can see calling function gives control, passes control to the called function. There is no value passing from calling function to called function, still called function returns value to the calling function, that is function 1. In this, function 1 is calling function, function 2 is called function, and control passes to function 1. You can see there are two programs, one program for function 1 and another program for function 2. Function 1 passes control to function 2, even though there are no argument. You can see function 1 empty bracket, it means arguments are absent. Function 2 having some instructions, in that you will find return z, it means it will return some value to the calling function, and after that control will pass from function 2 to function 1. This type of function does not take any value from calling function. After execution of program, they return some value to the main function. The data type of return value determines the return type of function. Example, if a function named void function returns an integer value, its syntax of declaration would be int function. This means function func will return an integer value to the function from where it has been called. Functions with argument and no return value. You can see there are two images. First man image calls called function, that is dog, but dog is not reacting. It means function with argument, but called function does not return anything to the calling function. You can see in this slide function 1 behaves as calling function, function 2 behaves as called function. In this, function 1 sends argument to called function, but called function means function 2 does not return any value to the calling function, and control passes back to the calling function. You can see there are two functions shown, function 1 and function 2. Function 1 is calling function, function 2 is called function. First calling function passes argument to the called function, and called function does not return any value. You can see 10 and 20 are the values passed from calling function to called function. This type of function takes same value from calling function to the called function. However, the function of this type does not take any value from called function to the calling function, as we did in previous case. We can see the syntax for passing argument or parameter with function call. Return type function name in bracket parameter 1, parameter 2 dash 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 parameter n. Let us see example program for function with argument and no return type. You can see in the program we have used different variables like result, a and b. You can see total equal to a plus b, printf sum of a and b is a comma b comma total. So, here we are passing argument from calling function to called function. Here called function is sum. So, therefore, in called function you can see sum in bracket 10 25, sum 90 31. So, this sum 10 25, sum 90 31 does not return any value to calling function. If you run this program, your output will be on the screen. Sum of 10 and 25 is 35, sum of 90 and 31 is 121. Function with argument and with return type. You can see two images, calling function and called function. Here calling function sends some argument to the called function, and your called function returns value to the calling function. It means called function react to the calling function. You can see the block diagram. Calling function means function number 1 passes argument to called function means function 2, and called function returns some value. In picture you can see the dog is responding to the man. After returning value, he passes control back to the calling function. You can see C code for function with argument and with return type. You can see in this first code, function 2 in bracket 1020 passes argument to the called function, and called function processes the program and returns some value to the calling function, and control passes back to the calling function. This type of function does not take any value from calling function. After execution, they return some value to the main function. The data type of return value determines the return type of function. For example, if a function named void_func returns an integer value, its syntax of declaration would be int func. This means function func will return an integer value to the function from where it has been called. Let us see a sample program for function with argument and with return type. You can see the program in which we have written result equal to x plus y, integer result and return result. You can see called function is add, z equal to add 9231, printf result comma add 2425, printf result comma z get ch and bracket closed. In this function means calling function passes argument to the called function, and called function returns some value, like your called function returns 49 and result is 123. So, called function returns value 49 and 123 back to the calling function. Function with multiple return types. As you know that calling function may send argument to called function or may not send argument to the called function. Depends upon argument, called function will process. But in this diagram you can see there are multiple returning value 1, 2, 3 to the calling function, and control passes back to the calling function. This type of function is called as function with multiple return value. You can see the picture. The person means function 1 means calling function calls called function, and in called function I have shown different images of dog. These 3 dogs are responding to calling function. Here means they are reacting to the calling function, and therefore here in image we have shown return 1 value, return value 2, return value 3 to the calling function, and control passes back to the calling function. Friends, let us summarize this module. In this module we have seen so many things. We have seen structures, unions and different functions. As you know that structures, unions, enumeration are the secondary data types which can be used to hold or store different data types, whereas functions are of 2 types like library function and user defined function. Library functions are those functions, those are already written by developer or programmer, and these functions are there in library file, whereas user defined functions are written at the time of writing a program. Friends, in this function module we have seen different functions like function with argument, without argument, function with return value, without return value, function with argument with multiple return values, and so on. We also seen some sample programs for structures, unions and functions. I think this module will give highlight which will give insight for understanding details about structures, unions and functions. Thank you.